Hello everyone and welcome to another Wisdom Well Wednesday. Today we're doing an introduction to the 12 chakra system. This is episode number 9 of our chakra series. It's very, very important from now on that you have already got previous knowledge of the other chakras. Just because I'm going to be assuming that you do from now on. The 12 chakra system includes the 7 that we have already covered. So there's going to be no more spoon feeding with that. If you haven't already, please go back and watch the other episodes. We have 8 previously. 1 is an introduction, and then the others are the individual 7 major chakras.
Imagine tapping into a hidden realm of energy that can transform your life. What if understanding the 12 chakra system could unlock profound healing and elevate your spiritual journey? Are you ready to delve into the mysteries of these energy centers and discover how they can deepen your connection to your true self?
So most people are familiar with the 7 major chakras, whether they know very much about them or not. Most people know the colorful rainbow that goes up and down your spine. So we're going to very briefly go over what they are, and then we're going to get into what the 12 chakra system is. Okay, so we're going to start off with the red chakra. That is our root chakra. This is found at the very, very base of our spine, or the very, very, very pit of our stomach, our genital area. So this is about grounding. It's about our stability, our connection to the earth. And it's also our survival instincts. It's very much our very primal, our very raw part of us. So when we're born, we have our root chakra. Our root chakra is our survival. So it's the red one. Yeah, so you can wear red, you can eat red, you can surround yourself with red things, you can envision red things. This can all activate your root chakra. So going from our root chakra, our red chakra at the base of our spine, we're going to go upwards, and we're going to go just a little bit further up the spine to just behind the belly button. And then at the front, it's just a little bit below the belly button. That's right here. And this is our sacral chakra. This is the orange one. This is all about our creativity. It's our emotional balance. So you know when you're really, really worried about something or really excited about something, you get a lot of activity in your stomach. You get your butterflies or you're cramping or whatever. And this is our signal. It's our like other brain telling us what's right and what's wrong. It is also our passions and our sexual energy as well. So it's still on that sort of primal energy like our root, but it's not quite as raw as that. It's sort of it's taken that energy from the root and it's advanced that a little bit. It's molded it a bit more. So this is our orange one. We can eat, wear, surround ourselves with orange, use orange crystals, all of those things. And the orange chakra is our sacral. So now we're going to move up again. We're going to go into the yellow chakra. The yellow one is called our solar plexus. It can be found just below the ribs. So therefore, similar location on the spine at the back there. This one is all about our protection, our personal power. This is our self-esteem. This is also where people can kind of get their claws into you knowingly or unknowingly. They can like take your energy and stuff by entering through this chakra. So forming a protective energy around that can help you with your own energy and your own mood, your own way of being and not absorbing other people's energies. So this is our yellow chakra. Again, eating, wearing, visualizing, surrounding with the yellow can really activate this solar plexus. And now we reach our middle chakra. This one actually has two colors. So you can use green or you can use pink or you can use a combination. When I do it, I usually will use green unless I'm doing crystal healing, and then I will lean more towards the pink crystals like the rose quartz and stuff like that. Although I do still use some green crystals as well, but if I'm just using one, it will almost certainly be a pink one. So that is in the center of our heart, center of our chest, which is our heart chakra. And again, going up the spine from our last chakra, it's just behind. So, you've got here and here. And this is very, very easy. It's our love, it's our compassion, it's our empathy. It's the chakra that gives love to others, and not just people, but like your animals, your plants, your possessions. But it's also our love for ourselves. So when we want to activate our heart chakra, we can activate it with green or pink foods and crystals and just the color in general. We can wear it, we can surround ourselves with it, especially going out in nature, because obviously the green of the trees can really activate this chakra. So this is our heart chakra, our green or pink chakra. Okay, so we're now going to move up our spine again, and we're going to go to our throat. Obviously, our throat chakra. This one, it's blue. Usually a light blue, but it could be any blue really. This one, obviously, being our throat, is our expression, our communication. Now, this doesn't need to be verbal. This can be your words, it can be singing, it can be poetry, but it could also be written or however you want to express yourself. It could even be in like art or something like that. It's a way of communicating how you're feeling and what you're thinking. So this one's a very, very important one, and lots of people are blocked here. We're blocked everywhere, but lots of people are very, very blocked with their throat chakra. So this one's a very, very important one to activate. As per the others, you can wear it and eat it and surround yourselves in it and visualize it during meditation. You can, do chants and activations, affirmations, and intentions. All of these things can activate your throat chakra and, clear so that you can speak your truth, so you know your truth. So now, even though we have run out of spine, we are still going to be going upwards. Now we're going to enter into our headspace. So the next one on our list is called our third eye chakra, or our brow chakra. This is located sort of between your eyebrows and above your eyes. So this is our third eye. This is our intuition. This is our connection to other realms and worlds and the divine, or this is just our knowing. So we were talking earlier about our gut. This is like the visions, or the just the knowing that something is good or bad for you, and whereas this one's more of a physical. So if you've probably noticed as well, the lower they are, the more connected they are to the physical, and the higher up they get, the more it connects to the heavens or source or the universe or whatever you particularly believe in yourself. So so this is our spiritual awareness. This is when we pray, when we meditate, when we astral project, when we connect to deceased loved ones or guides. This is our gateway, our bridge to connecting to that. This one is our purple, but it also can be like a very dark blue, like an indigo kind of color. I personally, when I'm using the the brow chakra, I will be doing purple because it's my favorite color. But also I find that especially in crystal healing, amethyst is a really, really good generic one for it because it can do absolutely anything. Of course, if someone's needing something more specific and it doesn't really work so well with the purple crystals, I will use a darker crystal, maybe like a lapis lazuli or something like that to activate the chakra. But yeah, so either purple or a dark blue, indigo, navy kind of color would very much activate and help you access your natural intuition. And finally, we get to chakra number 7 of our major chakras. This is our crown chakra. It is on the very, very top of our head. And as we said, like, you know, the root one connects us to the earth. This one connects us to above, whatever that is to you, whether that is a god or many gods, spirit guides, your higher self, just the ether, the universe, whatever it is. This is your access. This is where you get your messages, where you get connected to the higher realm. Obviously, we want both energies activated within us to help us with our human experience. So this one is either white or it can be like purple. So lots of people use purple instead of using it for the third eye chakra. They will use it for their crown chakra. I personally will use white or like clear quartz in crystals because I find that that one allows all the colors to come in, right? Because the white is like the color that allows the rainbow to come through. Yeah, that makes sense. But whatever you feel called to do, honestly, there's no right or wrong. It's the intention behind it, right? So this is our final of our 7 major chakras that go from the base of our spine all the way up to our very top of our head. Well, that was a lot of wardrobe changes, huh? So yeah, so if you haven't already watched the videos for the prior ones or you need a refresher, please go back to February the 12th where we did introduction to the 7 major chakras, and then from there it's every 4 weeks. So enjoy that. Right, so now let's get on to the actual video of today, the 12 chakra system. So what we do is we take those 7 that we've already learned and we're going to add on 5 more. So we're going to cover some of those very quickly now. I am not going to do the wardrobe change again this time. And then in the following months, we're going to be doing each of these new chakras individually, just like we did with the 7 major chakras. So for now, we're just going to briefly introduce them. All right. So the easiest way of thinking of it is like a line that goes through our body into the earth, through our body into the sky, right? And our 7 major chakras are within our body, even though like, yeah, they're energetic and things, they line up with our spine, right? These extra 5 are going to be outside of our body, but still connected to our body. So if you know anything about auras and things like that, you know that people can access your energy by not even touching you, right? Because your aura goes out a certain way depending how you're feeling at that time. And if you don't really believe in auras, just kind of think of when a stranger or someone that's being a bit threatening or something is getting in your space. So they're not touching you, they're just a little bit too close to you and you feel uncomfortable, right? It's that kind of thing. They're inside your energy, even though they're not actually physically touching you, you can still feel them there. You're still like, can you step away a bit because I'm uncomfortable with you being so close to me, right? So there's very, very many ways of getting this into your head depending on what you personally believe in. But I think we can all agree that sometimes people get a little bit too close and for whatever reason, we don't like it, right? So this is how we can explain that. So our extra chakras in this 12 chakra system are on the outside of our body in a line still, following that line of the 7, but they are still connected to us by this invisible line, and they're within our aura. So our aura has many, many layers, but we won't get into that today. Just know that they are inside a bubble that surrounds you. So let's start off with our first one. This one is below us. So we've got our root chakra, our red one, in our 7 major chakras at the very base of our spine, right? Now, if we follow down to our feet, and then we go just a little bit further. I'm just going to say a few measurements, but honestly, it depends who you're talking to, and just go with whatever you feel personally. You don't have to get measurement like a ruler or anything out, like just, that rough kind of measurement in your mind's eye, right? So below your feet, about 6 inches. Right? You want to imagine this brown chakra, and this is our Earth star, right? This is our 8th. And if you know about Merkabas and stuff like that, like a sort of a 3D star, that's under the Earth. That's your chakra down there. That's your Earth star. So this one just really connects us even deeper than our root chakra does to the Earth, to Mother Earth, to the goddess, to that energy of the Earth, that very, very, very healing, very nurturing, but very, very, very primal and raw energy right down into the center of the Earth. This is our, if you want to think of it like gravity, this is what's holding you to the ground, or energetically just pulling you so that you can absorb the beautiful energy from the Earth into you and then into your physical body. So this one even more harnesses our feelings of safety and stability. So when this one's off, we might feel a bit floaty or not as steady on our feet, or not so connected with the Earth around us. Now we're just going to go up, but we're going to skip our body completely, and we're going to go up to our soul star chakra. This is the 9th chakra. Okay, so sometimes we call this the lunar chakra because it connects us to the moon, but I'm going to say it's soul star chakra right now, but whatever you want to call it. This one's like a silver white, very feminine energy, and when I say feminine, I mean the broad energy that comes with that very gentle and calming and neutral, but it's also negative, but not bad, but that negative polarity to a positive, so like a battery, right? So this is the not in a bad way, but a negative polarity of the soul star, like of the chakra system, sorry. And so you've got this white or silvery kind of chakra right here above your head. Let's just say that's 6 inches as well. So you've got the one below your feet is 6 inches below, the one just above your crown chakra is 6 inches as well, right? Just to make it nice and easy for you. So this one is like our bridge between our soul and our physical body, because it's just above, right? So we were saying before that the crown chakra is like opening up to the above. This one just kind of like is that doorway just before to allow it to go into the physical self. So this one actually holds like the wisdom of lifetimes. If you believe in past lives, this one can connect you to other lives that you had, other soul missions that you had previously, as well as your current ones. This is also our spiritual gifts are held here as well. So it's a very, very nice one to work with. Moving up, let's say about 12 inches above the crown chakra. So we're going to go up another 6, right? This one's called our stellar gateway. right? And this one's a gold one. So we've just had the silvery one for the moon. This one is that polar opposite. This one is the gold one. It is the representation of the sun, and therefore the positive polarity. Again, not good or bad. It is the positive of the battery, and then just below it is the negative of the battery. So you can literally just imagine a battery above your head, and that's what they represent, right? So they're the yin and yang. They are like, you can't have one without the other kind of thing. They the aspects of one the other one doesn't have, but then the aspects that this one has, this one doesn't have. So together they create this beautiful whole of equal and opposite. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so this one is our cosmic consciousness, for want of a better word. We will go into these a lot deeper, obviously, in the following months. But just for now, just know that this one, the Stellar Gateway one, this one's going to connect you to divine wisdom. This is the direct sort of telephone, as it were, to all of that, to the universe, to the stars, to the planets of like if you get really woo-woo, the planets of your origin. Like if you are not originally an Earth soul, like what is your planet of origin, or which one are you most bonded to? We can get really out there and weird. So yeah, so this is our direct spiritual energy of our lives. So beautiful one right there. Let's go again, pretty much several feet now above above your original crown chakra at the top of your head. We're going to go into the galactic, right? So this one is I guess a mixture of lots of different colors, maybe like a violet and gold and silver. So it's kind of like a combination of the lunar and the stellar, or solar, sorry, the lunar and the solar, which is the soul star and the stellar gateway one. So you're going to mix the gold and the silver from those and the sort of violet or purple of the brow, and I guess the crown as well. And these, all four of them, the higher ones, are all going to blend into this galactic chakra at the top here. This one is our absolute cosmic bridge to other worlds, other dimensions, cosmologies, and universal consciousness. This is, we're getting really, really, really spiritual when we're up here, right? Like a lot of people don't have access to these higher ones, not because they are not allowed to. If they work on it, then of course they will get there, but they're just not aware that they have these tools and these doorways, this access to these higher realms, so they just don't walk into those doors. So this is where we can kind of access our Akashic Records. Again, if you don't know Akashic Records, watch my videos on those, or just contact me about Akashic Records. But Akashic Records is like your soul's library of everything that you've ever done and ever could do. So this galactic chakra is where we can, is the door to that, I guess. Like that's how we get into this library of all the documentation of all of our lives and future selves as well. So that's a very, very powerful one. Obviously, they're all very powerful, and they're getting more and more and more powerful as we move up. So then we come to the 12th minor chakra. So the 12th in our 12 chakra system. So this one is called our universal chakra. Okay, so this is like a little bit higher still of our crown chakra. This one is pretty much, it's blending the universe with our human self, the spiritual with our physical. This is bringing it all together. right? So all of the chakras are being brought together under this universal chakra, this 12th one, this last one that we have. This one, the color is going to be sort of like a golden white energy, so a white golden energy. Like when you see like in a movie or a cartoon or something, when someone is blessed or God talks to them or whatever, and this beautiful golden white energy comes down, like yeah, like this kind of like thing. Like imagine it like that. That is your moment in the divine glance, right? That's when the universe or God or whatever, the source, like looks down upon you, kind of thing, and you feel like this very complete, very very content, and very very awake spiritually, kind of balance, right? This harmony between your physical and your soul. Like, yeah, it again, we can get super super weird and out there with these. Please do connect with me if you want to go weirder on this stuff. Like, I will be quite happy to. But I'm very very conscious that people watching this video are all from different knowledge bases, and some are complete beginners and some have been doing this for years. So I try to do as much as possible where everyone gets something from it. So yeah, so that's pretty much our 12 chakras. So including the ones we have already learned, we've now added 5 more. Very, very quickly added 5 more. But in the months to come, we are going to be covering each one of those 5 individually. So please do join me for those when they come out. These additional ones, you don't need to use them if you're doing chakra healing, or you're doing crystal healing, I guess, as well. Like anything where you're doing stuff with chakra work, any Reiki and stuff, you by all means can just stick with the 7. They're called the 7 major for a reason. They can help with a lot of things. If you want to go a bit deeper with your education, with your healing skills, with your knowledge, then add in this 12 chakra system, or just do this when you need that extra, if you need that more spiritual or that more connecting to the divine than you can get from the top 7, right? Literally just do what you're comfortable with. You can just learn these just so that you know about them but never use them. That's absolutely fine as well. They are very very powerful. So they are a bit scary when you first start, and they do need to be done properly. So please just do what your comfort level is at right now, or your experience is at right now. I've even wrote down like when this finishes. So it's literally every 4 weeks from now until February the 11th, 2026 is when we're going to be doing these 5. So it's a long time, like long education in this, but yeah, please do join me for those future videos for the next 5 chakras. Next week we're doing Akashic Records Past Life Exploration. So there we go. If you don't know anything about Akashic Records, watch my video from before. It's one of the early ones, so it is a bit rubbishy. I do apologize. But tune in next week and we'll talk about past lives and the Akashic Records. So yeah, absolutely come back next week for that. Our next chakra episode will be understanding the Earth Star chakra, grounding and stability. That's going to be on October the 22nd. That is episode 10 of the Chakra Series. So please do come and join me and we'll learn a lot more about that brown one just below your feet. Yeah, until next Wednesday, thank you very much for joining me.
From the wisdom well, keep shining, continue learning, and stay curious. Until next Wednesday.